If you own or manage a restaurant, social media has probably crossed your mind and you've probably been wondering, what on earth do I need to do for my restaurant? Does social media even work for a restaurant? Well, I'm going to show you exactly the right way to do this. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to actually do, the kind of content you need to make for your restaurant, and how it translates to what you really care about, your bottom line, your profits, more customers in your restaurant, more online orders, all of that good stuff. So that's what you're looking for. Stick to the end of this video. Provide value. What does that even look like? Before we can answer this question and how and what it means for restaurants, we need to think of what people are online on social media to do. Ask yourself, what are you doing on social? If you are on social media, you're probably there to learn a few things. More likely than not, you're there to be entertained, to stay updated, watch some funny videos and just have fun generally, right? Just be social, maybe with a couple of your friends, see what your friends are up to. That's really what we use social media for. And so if you're going to be successful, you have to be able to, in some way, with the content that you make, provide value. But don't sweat. I'm going to show you exactly what kind of things you can do specifically for restaurants that will help you solve all of those issues immediately, right? So the first question I really want us to get to right now is, what do I need to create and where do I need to create it? So there are a lot of platforms right now for restaurants. There's Instagram, Facebook, there's TikTok, there's YouTube, there's Pinterest, there's Twitter, all of that stuff. And if you're watching the video, you're probably an independent restaurant owner and you don't have that many people on your team. Maybe you're the only one even that is going to be doing all of this stuff. And so you don't have the budget or the manpower, maybe the technical know-how to do all of this stuff. So my advice is to create an account on all the platforms that you can create. It costs $0 and focus on creating content for one or two platforms. My recommendation will be Facebook and Instagram. The things that you create on these platforms, you can just take them to the different social media accounts that you have. So when you make a video for Instagram or a photo for Instagram, for example, you can post it on Pinterest, TikTok, Twitter, every single place that you can do the thing. But your focus really is on mastering one or two platforms because you don't have that much in terms of time, the energy, or the know-how to work and be successful on all these different platforms. So the idea is to focus on one. That's my advice to you, except of course you have a team that can help you focus on all of these platforms at a very high level. Again, my advice is Facebook and Instagram. Now that I've answered that question, moving on to the next thing. What kind of content should I make? Should I make pictures? Should I make videos? Well, if your own experience is anything to go by, you probably see more videos than you do any other type of content. And that's because it is getting more attention at the moment. TikTok is focusing on videos. Instagram also focusing on videos as the thing that they're pushing the most. And everyone actually focusing on video right now. And that's what does the best on these social media platforms. So if you're going to get the best results on these social media platforms, then you need to be creating mainly video content. This is not to say that there's no place and time for photos, but predominantly you need to be creating video content. If this is subject to change, if this is going to change soon, you'll be sure to get the information from here because I will be keeping touch with all of this information. So, now, onto the kind of things you need to create. I need us to be on the same page here. We are not content creators. We are not about to be dancing on the camera. We don't have the time to think about all the different videos and all of that stuff. We don't have this time to stay on top of all the trends. And so I want us to think of something that is evergreen, something that is repeatable, something that provides value to guests, and something that is shareable. If your content is able to hit on these three pillars, you will do pretty well on social media because if it's repeatable, you just stay on one single idea. I'm going to show you more of this in a minute. You just know that you're focused on one concept and you can repeat that concept over again and you can get results. You also need to provide some sort of value. So that might be entertainment value or educational value. I'm going to show you how your restaurant can do that in just a moment. If you really want your videos to do well, it has to have some shareable value. So I'm sure you've seen videos where your friend shared a video to you, or video was shared on someone's story. Those kind of videos do the most, especially on Instagram. Again, I'm going to get into how all of this translates into money in your bank account. Okay. into the kind of video ideas, I think of it in the kind of content ideas. I think of it in three ways. One is behind the scenes videos. So I got a couple of examples for you. I got a couple of examples for you here that I want to show you so you can get some inspiration from and maybe improve your content. So one thing you will notice here in these two videos is you see a lot of faces, right? Probably not doing that in your content at the moment, and it's probably focused on your food, which is not a bad idea in of itself, but there's a better way to be social online. So I'm just going to show you a couple of examples. When I say behind the scenes videos, BTS videos, it's really about showing the day-to-day running of your business, showing how the food is created, showing the employees inside of your business, and allowing people to form a connection with your business. Let's just see a couple of videos here. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about.
Hello guys, it's Tom here from Bake. I'm just going to give you a little show round. Come have a look. Come on in. Welcome. We're almost there. We're just on basically doing a lot of product testing this week. So getting used to the kit.
It's a bakery concept, right? So maybe you have that sort of business. But these guys haven't even launched. They're using social media in such an interesting way. So they're carrying the people, the viewers on an interesting journey, right? And they're showing them every step of the way what they are doing now here that where,
How did we get here? Well, I've been baking bread at Dough Hut in the basement.
So they're showing the journey from how they are launching, how they are getting equipment and all of that stuff.
This is Brad and a block of beeswax. Brad's built our brand new bakery table for us. Go check out Brad. Our brand new bakery is almost there. We're in the final week of our build now. Everything is looking fresh. It looks amazing.
What is happening and all the things that you're doing in the restaurant. And what this is doing is, if you look into the comment, there are people who are actually waiting for them to launch. They're already building a fan base of people who like them already, right? There's already some connection showing the behind the scenes of their journey to growing their restaurant. So maybe you're not a new restaurant, maybe you're not just starting, but can you show the behind the scenes of how your restaurant is run? There will be people in the comments of all of these videos who are waiting for you, especially when you take these videos and make them an ad in your local area. Another example is Cucina SG. I think it's a restaurant in Singapore. Now this particular chef, you probably know him if you're on social media. Now this person has become pretty much a celebrity right now from his restaurant, and he himself attributes the growth of his restaurant to the agency he was working with that was helping to create the videos for him, right? So a lot of his videos, really, he's taking his viewers on a journey of how to make some different types of food, on what butter he's using, and for some reason people find that very interesting. And look, if you look at it, a lot of videos of him just showing stuff and people are commenting, asking questions, and he's answering the question. Again, it's behind the scenes of what is going on, him shopping for the products he's getting for the restaurant, how to cook some certain dishes, and all of that stuff. And that has translated to an increase in sales because people like him now. People are seeing what he's doing, and he's getting some people occasionally maybe hungry, and they're visiting his restaurant. He himself, if you go online, you will see his testimonials from the result of him doing social media in this way. He has grown to 280,000 followers, and he has a successful restaurant. It's called Cucina. You can check it up yourself and see what they're doing. Now, this one it's a completely different strategy, but it seems to work. Now, there's something called food porn, and the idea is to just make people feel hungry, and that's exactly what I think these guys have been able to nail, right? If you go on their page and you like some fast food, you instantly feel hungry. Now these are just photos, but this is not what gets them to reach, right? If you go over to their Reels tab, then you see the real stuff. Look at this video, has 37 million views. Let's look at that. Answer this question genuinely. Did this make you feel like eating in any way? If it did, then you probably get why these kind of videos do very well, because they make me at least personally feel as though now I feel like eating, I want to eat this. I kind of start face when I watch this, and if you can do that consistently, that will help you. Of course, this video probably went viral because of the Coke and all of the people were commenting to for him to boycott, for them to boycott Coca-Cola. But that one's probably an outlier, right? Probably one that will not happen to some of you. But look at the consistency on some of these videos: 50,000 views, 15,000 views, 40,000 views, 120,000 views. All of these are a lot. But if you could just get 5,000 views a video for free, you don't have to pay any ads, right? And you can just get consistent views. And all he does is really just record videos of his food and make people feel hungry. And that's all. And that's what they do. And you get people, saying, oh, I want to eat this, I want to try this, and all of that stuff. Does this actually look good in person, or it's just Instagram? She's playing, I need it, I really missed it. All of that stuff. So this for sure drives sales because people are going to order this food, especially when you have the links to do all of the things that you want them to do online. So there's people who are watching these videos in your local area right now, and especially when you make this as an ad in your local area. Of course, you have to tweak it and all of that stuff, but you get the idea. This is another direction that you can go, creating videos like this. Another one I would show you is this restaurant called Dough Hut. I think they make donuts, really nice donuts, and they have really done a good job of using the people in the restaurant, and they make skits and things that are relatable to people, to co-workers and all of that stuff. And that sort of things, that kind of thing tends to do pretty well because they're showing the people inside of the restaurant. Even if they show the food occasionally, that does well. They're showing the food, they're showing the people making videos and all of that stuff. So they're putting their employees, the owners, they're all in on the thing. Moving on, because I don't want to waste too much of your time. This is one that I think really hits on all three areas, right? It provides some sort of entertainment value, and it's repeatable TV style videos, and it's gaining popularity now for a lot of businesses because it takes away a lot of thought and stress out of content creation. So I'm just going to show you one from this brand. It's called Pop Chew. It's a burger brand. I'm not sure where the country is, but they have 22,000 followers, and they created this show called Table Scraps, and I'm going to show you what it looks like.
Game, I would say a category like animals. You would say dog, and I said cat, and we go back and forth. First person to start or loses. Whenever you lose, you have to put a fry in your mouth and continue.
We have to talk with the fry in my mouth.
Yeah, we'll do until we can't speak anymore. Musical artist, Mac Miller,
Beyonce,
Kanye West,
Jay-Z. You have to put a fry in your mouth.
Yeah, that was terrible. Type of trees, birch.
I was gonna say that.
Take a fry.
It's really uncomfortable.
It hurts, right?
Yeah.
Cities, New York City,
London.
Buffalo.
Buffalo is not.
Buffalo's a city.
Is it a city? What did you think it was? A state. Oh.
Colors, blue.
FIT.
I said colors.
Oh, I thought you said colleges.
Take a fry.
I don't like this game. Colleges. FIT.
Delaware.
Parsons.
Oneonta.
Cornell. You lose. Cars. Mercedes.
Honda.
Toyota.
So I believe you get the point. It's engaging, right? You can see how engaging it is. I don't have to explain too much of it to you. So it's just one idea that they have, the table scraps, where they play games while eating the burger. That is it. They have the product tie in there, but it's not salesy. People don't want to be sold to online, but it's just subtle, just shown. So out of everybody who watches these videos, you see it's repeatable. They don't have to change anything. You just keep going and going and same idea with different people. And what this does is that it's retaining the attention on your brand. If people can continue to watch you, a percentage of those people will order your products. Remember, the first thing is to fight for the attention, to fight for awareness. And once you can do that and people can fall in love with you and your brand online, your sales will completely go up. I've seen these guys get sold out almost every single time. Every time I'm watching their stories, they're like, oh, we're sold out, or sorry, I have to come back again, or stuff like that. This is another brand, it's not exactly a restaurant right now, but the concept stays the same. So they have these interesting videos where they talk to people and have really, really deep conversations. And
like a good 20% of me that's still trying to people please, or just thinking about how situations might come off to other people, and I think I just need to let that go. A lot of it definitely is wanting to be accepted and be loved and not stir the pot too much. I think I overcame it by fully living in my truth and standing.
So I don't want to waste your time by going into all of these videos one by one, but they sell ramen. They have no business making videos like this when you think about it traditionally. But when you know that the idea is to get attention and somehow tie in your product you can make is widened. Right? These guys, are having street interviews with ramen, and the person probably is eating ramen, for example, or the interviewer, like in this case, is wearing a ramen or a branded outfit and all of that stuff. But you see people who connect deeper than ramen, and that's what this is about. It's building connections, it's being social, providing some sort of value, right, on social media. You're not there to only sell, right? So you can see people who are resonating with what they're putting out, and it's deeper than just the ramen that they sell. And what happens is people actually feel connected, and that makes them feel connected to the brand, and then they want to buy from the brand because they just feel connected to the brand. And that's what we're trying to do here: create some form of connection, create conversation. And this really hits on the repeatable aspect of this a lot, because every single time they can just keep creating the same type of videos like this and continue to grow and grow and grow, and they don't have to put too much thought into, oh, what do we create this week, what don't we create this week. It's done. They know what to do, and they can just keep doing the same thing. So for you, can you create an interview style video? Can you make a weekly game with your employees? Can they do some challenges in the restaurant? Can you do some of those fun stuff that is interesting and is much deeper than your food? It's getting people to know you, to connect to your story, all of that stuff. Those kind of videos are what does well on social media. Of course, you can sprinkle in the occasional food porn like I just showed you in this example over here, but you get the idea. Another one that I think is really cool is getting your guests or locals in on the action. So there are this type of videos called mukbangs, and for some reason they do well. People just like seeing people eat. So maybe you can get somebody to come and eat your food on video. It just does well for some reason, and people feel like, I'm hungry, or I want to eat, I want to do that. These kind of videos do really well on social media. For some reason, people just like to watch people eat. I wonder if you've watched someone eat online and you're like, I want to eat that. That's the exact same thing we're trying to do here. We don't need to see perfectly lit videos with your nice cameras and lights and your menu to perfection. Look, this video was shot with a phone, somebody just talking as they ate, and it does really well. And you can see that with the fact that they just keep repeating these videos. Of course, they probably were not doing this here, but you see that it's something that they started to think about more often, and they've been creating more of the videos. So of course, you can check out all of these guys that I'm showing you. And so the idea is to build a connection, and the result is they are going to get fans, people who love your restaurant, who love you, your story, or why you got into the business, and they are genuinely invested in your growth, and they would want to support you even deeper than just buying your food. It takes you away from being a commodity, just some competition in the market, and people love you for you. It's a big plus if your food is really good. Noise is going to be on social media about you. So what that means long term down the line is money for your restaurant. It's sales, it's fans, it's customers, and all of that stuff. Now, this part of what I explained to you now is part of a much bigger system for acquiring guests, which I'm going to be breaking down in future videos. But the concept is the same. That's one part, and it can surely get you guests into your restaurant. So if you're a restaurant owner, what can you do right now to immediately improve the content that you're creating for your restaurant right now? Think about sharing the BTS of how your food is created. Maybe make videos of your chef, or you, if you're the one making the videos. Share how you make the videos, where you source your products from. Document all of this stuff, how the business is run, the questions you get asked, all of that stuff. Allow people connect with you and your business and your contribution to the society. All of that stuff will be good content for your restaurant. Remember, the idea is to build connections, is to be social, is to entertain, is to educate, is to provide some sort of value and not sell. Sales will come by itself. You don't try to always sell every time. That you can do that, of course, but social media is not the place for that. We're trying to build a connection, right? You can show people who are in the restaurant, your employees, your staff, your team, all of that stuff. And maybe you can do an interview style video. Maybe there's some idea you can bring by yourself. I'll show you a couple here. You can just have conversations. It could be conversations with your chef. Like that could be the show, really. It could be kitchen chat, it could be kitchen talks, and it's really just your chefs talking about some stuff that might be interesting, playing some games, doing some challenges, all of that stuff. You can literally copy this, do that in your restaurant and get some results, build some fans, and for sure, this will elevate your restaurant immediately. Film people eating your food. This kind of videos also do well on social media. The idea is simple. Make videos of your restaurant showing how the food is created, how the products are sourced, from where you get them, highlight the staff in your restaurant, enjoy, have fun, play some games. You don't have to be dancing, but you can have conversations like the ones that I just showed you here. No, it's very mature, it's serious, and you can stay on brand, tie in the product, and there will be people who would love you. We want to put this and reach people who really should be seeing it. Put a few dollars behind it, 5, 10, $20 or euros, depending on the country where you are watching this from. And the people who are most important to you, people in your 5 mile radius, will be able to enjoy what you have, and you can grow from there and get some awareness around your restaurant. Remember, most people probably don't know you exist or have forgotten that you are there. And so become findable. Allow them find you and connect with what you have. My name is Michael, and I'll see you on the next one. If you're a restaurant owner, by the way, in Lithuania, you need help with attracting and retaining guests for your restaurant. I help restaurants do exactly this. I help you handle every single thing from your website to paid ads to organic social media content creation, all of that stuff, to make sure that we do one thing and one thing well: get guests to visit your restaurant. So if that's what you would like to do for your restaurant and see instant results, send a message and I will be happy to help you. Cheers.